Welcome to Sakhi Soul Stories, where wisdom is whispered gently, where life becomes lighter, and where every soul is invited to remember its own quiet light. Today we continue episode 2 of Kriya Yogis, the quiet masters of breath and light. And I'm deeply honored to walk this chapter with you. This episode is about a name that has traveled through generations of seekers, a name that feels less like a person and more like a doorway. Mahavatar Babaji. In the Kriya Yoga stream known through Paramahansa Yogananda, Babaji is remembered as the silent fountainhead of the lineage, the eternal guru presence at the beginning of the chain. Babaji, Lahiri Mahasaya, Sri Yukteswar, and Yogananda. A living reminder that spiritual transmission is not just ideas, it is a carried flame, and Babaji is remembered in a very Indian way, not as a figure built for debate, but as a presence that awakens practice. Because in India, we don't only remember people, we remember principles. We remember the teacher energy behind a path, the quiet force that turns a restless mind toward discipline and truth. That is why many devotees describe Babaji as timeless, even thousands of years old. Not as a number to argue, but as a way of expressing something the heart understands. That this guiding presence belongs to the stream of eternity, not to one ordinary calendar. And what does Babaji represent in the Kriya stream? He represents the moment a seeker stops collecting information and begins choosing transformation. Because Kriya is not a path of spectacle, it is the path of interaction. Breath, attention, stillness, discipline, and the steady purification of the mind. This is why the yogis spoke of the breath not as simple air but as prana, the life force that shapes your thoughts, your emotions, and the quality of your inner world. When breath becomes restless, the mind becomes restless. When breath becomes refined, the mind becomes quiet. And when the mind becomes quiet, the heart becomes clear enough to feel truth without noise. That is the gift Babaji symbolizes, the eternal teacher who calls you back to steady practice, not for one day, but as a lifelong devotion. Now seekers often ask, is there a place connected to Babaji? Yes. Among the most famous pilgrim sites in the Kriya stream is Babaji's cave in the Himalayas of Uttarakhand, a sacred location associated in tradition with Babaji's meeting with Lahiri Mahasaya and the reawakening of Kriya Yoga for household life. And the cave itself carries a message. In India, a cave is never just a cave. It is a symbol of withdrawal from noise, a return to the inner sanctuary, a reminder that the greatest pilgrimage is the journey from restlessness to stillness. So whether one reaches the cave by foot on a mountain path or reaches it inwardly through meditation, the meaning remains the same. The teacher does not demand your arguments. The teacher invites your practice. And this is why Babaji remains so loved, because his story points beyond story. It points toward the one thing that changes a human life quietly and completely: steadiness. Steady breath, steady character, steady intention, steady sadhana. Because a disciplined mind becomes a safe home for peace, and a sincere heart becomes a safe home for light. So if Babaji's name has ever echoed in your mind, take it as a gentle bell. A bell that says, stop drifting. Return to yourself. Return to one sincere breath. Return to the simple interaction that makes spirituality real. And if there is one line to carry from this episode into your day, it is this: some truths arrive as a presence, not as a biography. And when the presence is real, it will not pull you into drama, it will pull you into practice. Subscribe to Sakhi Soul Stories and join me in episode 3, where we meet Lahiri Mahasaya, the householder yogi who proves that you don't have to leave life to make it sacred. Until then, walk gently, breathe deeply, and keep your inner lamp protected.